Ha ha! Ha! Yes. Yes. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Welcome to the live, folks. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Let's get it going. Let us get it going right about right now. You heard me? Let's get it going. He said, I knew you was going to go live. I had to. I haven't gone live for not one Lakers playoff video, but for a game. But for this one, we got to go live. We must go live. We need to go live. Let's talk about it. Not five, not thrive. Lakers in 5. What happened to that, son? What happened to Lakers in 5? Damn, damn, it feels good. This feels awesome. Absolutely awesome to watch these fools lose. It feels so good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Make sure y'all check in before we get into this live. Let me know where somebody said Lakers in 8. No. But make sure y'all check into this. It feels fantastic. You know what? Matter of fact, while y'all checking in, let me know where y'all are coming in from. I had a thought to myself today, and yesterday, and I asked myself, I said, what feels better? Watching the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard win or watching LeBron and the Lakers lose? I literally was asking myself this question. Shout out to Florida, Michigan, Dallas in the building. I was asking myself this question. What feels better? Watching the Clippers win or watching LeBron James and these fools lose? And folks, I could not come to an answer. But damn, it feels good to watch these MFers lose. Shout out to Chicago in the building, Alabama in the building, Nola in the building, I see you. Shout out to Joe in Maryland, I see you. Arkansas, Chicago in the building, I see you. Tampa in the building, shout out to you. What else we got? Be More in the building, I see you. San Antonio, Brooklyn, shout out to Brooklyn, Minneapolis. Who else? Portugal in the building, Nola, Miami, I see you. France. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. First of all, this was a hell of a basketball game. Hell of a basketball game. Hell of a game. I got to say that. Of all of the games that's been played these playoffs, this was one of the most fun ones to watch. The Knicks and Pistons had a very interesting game earlier, I think today. Karl Anthony Towns lost his mind in that game. The Clippers versus the Denver series has been the best series in terms of competitive games. This Lakers series really hasn't been that competitive in terms of like the games haven't been that compelling. But of all of the games, this game right here was one of the best games of the playoffs. Now, as I was watching the game, I was saying to myself, I think the Lakers are going to win this game. I actually think the Lakers are going to win this game. Let me just do this real quick. There's one. Just a second. All right. So as I was watching this game and I saw the Lakers kept on going up and up in the game, I'm saying to myself, I think the Lakers are going to win this game. Literally. Now, I picked the Minnesota Timberwolves to win the series. I did pick them. This was when everybody was talking about certified, galvanized, all petrified, Lakers in 5, all of that nonsense. I picked the Wolves to win. I actually picked them to win. People was looking at me funny style and are you sure you hating? I'm like, nah, I think the Wolves going to win, and I gave them my reasons. But in this particular game, let me just see. In this particular game, I thought the Lakers were going to win. I thought that the Lakers had they had the lead pretty much all game long. The Wolves would rally, and then when it gets close, the Lakers would make a run. Hachimura would hit a big 3. Luka Doncic will hit a big 3. Ant-Man will hit a 3, and then somebody from the Lakers side will respond, or Julius Randle will do something, and the Lakers will respond. So all throughout the game, I kept on saying to myself, there's no way that the Lakers are going to lose this game. No way. And I think it was in the third quarter, the Lakers started to get some separation from Minnesota. And I was like, the Lakers are going to win this game. Going into the fourth, let me tell y'all what happened. In the beginning of the fourth quarter, I actually left the game because my daughter was crying, so I had to try to like put her to sleep. And I came back with about 6 or 7 minutes to go. And I'm like, what happened to the lead? I'm like, what happened to the lead that the Lakers had? What happened? And before you knew it, the game was 104, 103. And I was like, nah, this is a hell of a game. Somebody said what? Somebody said Ant-Man, Batman, Superman. What was it? Nah. So I came back, and before I knew it, the game was damn near tied. Damn, like, how did this happen? How did this happen? And I'm watching the game. I'm seeing JJ Redick mind the game. He over there freaking out on the sideline. Luka Doncic is trying to keep them in the game. They're calling fouls all over the floor. Rudy Gobert hit LeBron. I forgot what quarter that was in the back of his neck. All kind of crazy stuff. And then I think, who was the dude that hit the last three for the Lakers? I think it was Rui Hachimura or Dorian Finney-Smith. One of those guys was the one that hit the last three. And when they hit that three, I was like, yo, it's over. It's over. The Lakers went up, I think, 2 at that point or something like that. Then Jaden McDaniels gets fouled for the N1 and they go back up 1. And I'm like, yo, this game is crazy. Ant-Man over there losing his mind. How many points did Anthony Edwards finish that game with? He finished that game with 43 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists in that game on 52% shooting. 43 points. And he essentially outdueled Luka because Luka finished that game with 38 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists in that game on 46% shooting, which is interesting. LeBron finished the game with 27 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 3 turnovers. But I don't think LeBron scored in the fourth quarter. I'm still waiting for the NBA.com to update its box scores by the quarter. So it's not showing it right now, so I can't look at it. I'm still waiting for them to give me the box. Play by play on that one. Now, what's interesting about this is LeBron and Luka both had negative plus minuses, which is weird because Rui Hachimura had 20. He had a 0 plus minus, which tells you a little something about that funny ass stat about the plus minus. But anyway, let's get to the aspect of this live where we laugh at the Lakers. Let's get to that point. I got to tell y'all, it feels better to me to watch the Lakers lose than it does the Clippers win. I'm being serious. It feels so good to watch these clowns lose. It feels so good. And do you know why it feels so good? It feels so good because of all of the damn narratives. I don't care who wins the championship as long as it's not these dudes. And the reason I'm saying it is because if these dudes win, they're going to be calling JJ Redick Jesus Christ. That's what they'll call him. They'll be saying JJ Redick is the smartest man that ever stepped foot on a basketball court. That's what they'll be saying about JJ Redick. They would be calling LeBron James the greatest player that ever played the sport if they win the championship. The amount of honey slinging that would be taking place if these guys won would be insufferable. And I'm like, I cannot have that happen. I don't care who wins the championship as long as it's not these dudes. I'm serious. I don't want to see the dudes that all they do is took a crap on former errors and all. I don't want to see these guys win. I don't want to see them win. I'm sorry, I don't want to see them win. I don't want to see this group win. I don't care if the Celtics win, I'll be happy for them. If the Oklahoma City Thunder win, I'll be happy for them. If the Clippers win, I'll be happy for them. If who else? Anybody I'm not thinking of, the Cavaliers win, I'll be. But the Lakers, hell no. These two, hell no. Hell no. I refuse. Nah, I can't deal with it. Ant-Man took out KD and took out Joker last year. If he takes out Braun and Luka this year, he is the NBA's Randy Orton, straight legend. Yeah, son is watching the Lakers lose is like feeling of taking a Ant-Man. Let me see. Shay's gravy, choked lady. Hold on. I gotta read that super chat. Wait. He said, Shay's gravy, choked lady, black baby. Oh my God. Oh my God. Man, y'all are crazy. Who's it? They will also find a way to steal the MVP from Luka and give it. Yeah, of course they would. Luka could average 37 in the finals and they would still give it to Luka. I just can't deal with it. I wrote something on the channel the other day. I said, shout out to the 3,000 people in the live. Let's try to get these likes up to 1,000 likes, guys. Let's try to get these likes up to 1,000 likes. I wrote something on the channel today. I said JJ Redick is 2 losses away from being Darvin Ham. I wrote that on the community section of the channel. Somebody corrected me and said, no, bro, you're wrong. Darvin Ham went to the Western Conference Finals his first year. Darvin Ham went to the Western Conference Finals his first year as the coach. So if they lose in round 1, which it most likely is looking like may happen, how can we make an argument that the Lakers didn't get worse by hiring JJ Redick? Because they didn't even go as far as they did last year. And what was the excuse for why the Lakers lost last year and the year before that? Man, if anybody, they just keep getting unlucky, man. They keep getting unlucky. They keep meeting Nikola Jokic. But if it's anybody else, they could win. If there's anybody else, they could win. Well, this is the Minnesota Timberwolves. This ain't the Denver Nuggets. So what's your excuse now? Y'all told me that, man, the Lakers, the Lakers, they can win any series. As long as they're not facing the Joker, they got it. But now, if they lose to the Wolves, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna say now? Hold up. Yo, hold on 1 second. What y'all gonna say now? What y'all gonna say now? Because last year, y'all said that, it's the Nuggets. So now what we gonna say? Is Anthony Edwards? What we gonna say? What we gonna say? You dudes was calling JJ Redick Mahatma Gandhi. Y'all were acting like this dude was the smartest person that ever came to the NBA. And you know what's crazy about, 1 second, damn, son, these comments, I can't even keep up with the honey slinging, Suzette ringing. Look at go to Suzette's live. Get off my live, son. Hold up. Let me just banish this honey slinging bozo to the shadow realm. Okay, he's gone. So They was calling JJ Redick Mahatma Gandhi. That's what they was calling him. Even watching the game, listening to the announcers, if you listen to Doris Burke, she sounded hurt that the Lakers were losing. She was like, "Oh no, oh LeBron." You know when they called that last foul that we thought Anthony Edwards slipped the last play of the game? We thought he slipped, and they showed the overhead like the drone shot, and you saw LeBron hit him on the hand. You heard Doris Burke, "Oh no, no, LeBron, no, oh no, not LeBron," because they was getting ready to twerk it up had they won. Oh, this is the most incredible. He's 44,000 years old, and he's still playing. He's older than King Tut himself, and he's still playing. What do we make of this interstellar human being? What do we deal with? How do we deal with this guy? Who is he? Is he even human? They was getting ready to twerk it up. Richard Jefferson over there, he twerking it up. Man, you know, that block, LeBron James blocks, it brings back so many great memories for me. Man, what a great moment. It brings back, they was getting ready to twerk it up. And this is the reason the Lakers must lose. We got to get these MFers the F up out of here. Get these honey slinging, twerking ass, gyrating, hollering fools up out of here. Because had they won, it would have been nothing but the Lakers. Nothing but it. Oh my God, they would have been insufferable. Insufferable. Hey guys, let's try to get these likes up to 1,000 likes. Somebody said, Dreamers Pro D rides anyone not named LeBron. Yo, I don't know where I said I'm a LeBron fan. I like LeBron is my man. Yo, get this MFer out of here. I want them to lose. I want them to lose. Somebody said, Charles, JJ's already blaming the refs. Of course he's blaming the refs. Of course he is. Ain't nobody surprised at JJ. Ain't nobody surprised. But now, what about all of those people that was up there talking about some damn Lakers and fight? What happened? What happened to these dudes? This is what happens when you analyze a basketball with honey in your eyelids. Oh, man, you know, if you think about what Luka and LeBron bring to the game, I mean, what they bring to the game, and you got that three-headed monster in Austin Reeves. Yo, how many points did Austin Reeves have in that game? Austin Reeves had, he has 17 points, and it didn't matter. What did I tell y'all at the beginning of this series? What did I say? What did I say? I said that I'm going to be paying close attention to see how the Lakers play that pick and roll switch with Rudy Gobert. I said if they can take advantage of that switch, the Lakers would have a very, very, very good chance at winning this series. And what happened? Thus far, the Lakers have not been able to take advantage of that switch because Rudy Gobert has been guarding that switch perfectly. Perfectly. That was one of the game changers the Lakers had in their back pocket. One of the game changers. And they couldn't take advantage of it. And once that chess piece was off the board, I knew that Minnesota had the advantage. Why? One, they're younger. Two, they're going to defend more. Three, they have better defenders that could force the Lakers to play defense. I said all of this. So this don't really surprise me. Let me read what this comment said. He said, let me go to the other one. LeBron didn't even show up in the fourth quarter. Anyone who puts him over Jordan or Kobe, I'm laughing at their face for that crazy take. Appreciate the super chat. Somebody else said, I'm trying to get the fourth quarter stats, and it's not coming up right now, so I can't pull up the fourth quarter stats. It's not been updated yet. Salute, Chuck. First and foremost, salute to my Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks, man. And Ant-Man about to put the tariffs on honey. About to put the tariffs on honey. LeBum choked. He ain't the GOAT. Appreciate the super chat. Somebody else said, okay, 25K per cheek. T-Wolves in 5. Shout out to you. Who else? Somebody left something. He said, if the Lakers lose the first round, are LeBron and Bronny the first father and son duo to get gentlemen swept in NBA history? Now, if the Lakers lose in the first round, I think that it's time for us to have a real I really think if the Lakers lose this series, I think LeBron should probably consider retiring. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason I'm saying LeBron should consider retiring is because LeBron is going to be 1 year older next year. So he's not going to be getting any better. He's going to be getting a little bit worse because he's getting older. 2, we would now have enough evidence to say that he's not winning another ring anymore. First, they were saying, oh, it's Anthony Davis and Anthony Davis. Okay, fine. They got rid of Anthony Davis. Now you got a whole other star in Luka Doncic. So you can't win a championship with AD. You can't win with Luka. That means you're not going to win a championship. So then the question then becomes, why are you still playing if it's not to win? You have all the records, and any other record you get outside an MVP or a finals MVP or a championship, no one is going to care. So what would be the purpose of LeBron James still playing basketball? What would be the purpose? He's done everything. And you see you're not going to win because you've already won. No, somebody says stats, but the stats don't matter at this point because nobody cares. Let me see. Lakers with Kobe were different teams. Sometimes he had underdog mentality, but Kobe was not likable for journalists, so they were not drooling all over him. This team has diva personality as LaFleur. Appreciate the super chat. Appreciate the super chat. So what'll be the point? Hey guys, let's try to get these likes up to 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can get 4,000 people in this live. We never had a live with 4,000 people in it. So let's try to get the 4,000 people up in here laughing at these people. Let me see. In other words, WWE Hall of Famer Booker T tells me he did not choke that. The fraud is one loss away from calling it quits. Yeah, I don't see the purpose of why LeBron would still be playing. He's already done everything. And if you're seeing you can't win championships, because if you didn't win this year, what's going to mean you're going to win next year? Like, what's the and personally, if I'm being real, if they lose this series, which they now look like they probably will lose, Luka has a real decision to make. Does he want to stay in LA or not? Does he want to stay, and what's his future going to look like? Or does he want to go somewhere else? Because I think Luka is going to be a free agent this summer, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just read this last one. LeBron James, Bronny James, Ida James, Rick James, Lakers in 5. Lakers, bye-bye. Appreciate the soup. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Ant-Man, and Stephen A. Smith said it. I got to give Stephen A. Smith some credit. Stephen A. Smith said Ant-Man is coming to ruin the party. Because let's be for real, the NBA would love nothing more than to have Luka and LeBron in the finals versus Jason Tatum and the Celtics. They would love to have nothing more than that. And Ant-Man is like, to hell with whatever your plans were. To hell with that. It's over. And let me tell y'all something else. If they win this series, let me just read it. Notice no one ever talk about how LeBron only averages 17 points in the finals against the Mavs with only Jason Terry, Sean Marion, Garden. And appreciate the super chat. Let me tell y'all this. I think what we're seeing right now, if the Wolves were to win this series, it's kind of like one of those moments of like a change into the guard. Now, Ant-Man has said he doesn't want to be the face of the NBA. He said that. But this is one of those moments where you're watching like the change of the guard, where like the old is going out and the new is coming in. Literally. He did it to Kevin Durant yesterday. He sent him on his way. And this year, he could potentially be sending another a player of this generation on his way too. Let me read this next one. LeBron. Okay, thank you. LeBron, fourth quarter, 0 of 2, 0 of 1 from the 3, 0 points. Appreciate that. So he didn't contribute offensively. He did have some defensive plays, but in the end, he did hit that foul. He did get called for that foul. According to the self-research NBA Facts channel, LeBron's record against a team with a first-team all-defensive player is 500. Appreciate the super chat there. Yeah, so Ant-Man is sending all of these guys home. He literally is. He's sending them home. And I think if LeBron and these guys go out this series, it's over. There is no more, can the Lakers win another championship next? That's done with. That's done with. We're done with that. We're donezo. Because whoever wins the championship who comes out of the West this season, the Lakers ain't beating them next season. We're donezo with that. Whoever comes out of the West, Lakers ain't beating them. It could be OKC. It could be the Clippers. It could be whoever. They not beating them. Let me just read this next one. He said, if Lakers lose, LeBron and Bronny are going to Golden State. Thank you for bringing that up. I was just thinking about Stephen Curry. Shannon Sharp can't catch a break this week. No, he can't. Somebody said, I wish my countryman Jokic has 30% of the help that LeBron has. I love that last couple of years, small market teams are dominating Nuggets, OKC, Wolves, who are built through the draft. This is a very good point. Appreciate the super chat. That's a very good point. Let's talk about Stephen Curry. Let's talk about Stephen Curry. Let's just imagine a world where somehow, some way, the Golden State Warriors go to the NBA Finals and they were to win a championship, and Stephen Curry were to capture his 5th championship. If that were to happen, and if Curry were to win his 5th ring, having more rings than LeBron in his own era, what do we then do with the top 10 rankings? What do we do with that? How do we handle that? If Stephen Curry wins his 5th ring, I think that it would be devastating for this fake-ass GOAT debate. It would be devastation because no one would be able to take a fan base seriously that says this guy is as good as Jordan when he couldn't even when another guy won more in his era. How do we do that? How do we do that? Stephen Curry, then, like, if y'all, some of y'all got LeBron in y'all top 5, where does that put Stephen Curry? And should Steph be ranked ahead of LeBron? How do we do it? Let me read this next one. He says, no. Ant-Man don't like being compared to Air Jordan. Appreciate that. I think he does. I just think he's trying to downplay it. He even wears the same sleeve, brace, arm. I think he does. Thanks for the consistency and certified. And as a certified LeBron hater, I love to see it. NBA will be better for it, in my opinion. Appreciate the super chat. Another guy said, hold on. He said, the Cat Julius Randle trade is working out for both teams right now. That's a damn good point. I was thinking about Julius Randle early in this game. I got to say that Julius Randle has been a bigger factor in this series than I expected him to. I really did. Because Julius Randle has had some playoff series where he has flamed out and he is underperformed. Julius Randle is like, he is a legitimate running mate for Anthony Edwards. Legitimately. And with his activity, his physicality, his defense, his ability to put pressure on the rim, his ability to space the floor, he has given that Minnesota offense a different look. And Jaden McDaniels didn't have the game that he had in the first 3 games, but Julius Randle stepped up, and then Ant-Man was Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man had one of the top 3 performances in the playoffs so far. This 43 game performance is up there with anybody's. Or you can argue top 2, given the stakes. If Steph gets his 5th ring before LeBron, LeBron wouldn't be worth mentioning being in the top 50. Steph would be top 10 permanently over LeBron. No, I think that if Steph were to get his let me see, bro, explain who is Suzette. I thought one time you said it was your daughter. Now it's obvious it's not. What did I miss? Let me see this. Labalco needs more juice for the 4th quarter. Same thing happened last year. He needs more supply at halftime. Yeah, man. Look, y'all see a Conley block. Yo. So if the Lakers lose this series, which I picked them to lose in the beginning of the series, I think we can kill all of that talk about JJ Redick is this smart ass dude and he's the smartest guy that ever, like, we can kill all of that. We can kill all of that because essentially what they were trying to say was that Darvin Ham was a dumb coach. If you read between the lines, that's what they were saying. That Darvin Ham was a dumb coach. That's essentially what they were saying. Well, that dumb coach took the Lakers to the Western Conference Finals his first year. What about this new smart coach? What did he do if he gets knocked out in round 1? Just a second. Let me see. All right, just a second here. Let me read this comment. If the Lakers lose this series, watch LeBron doesn't have enough help combo. They already tried to do it. Richard Jefferson with his twerking ass, that's exactly what he was doing through the game. He was, oh man, LeBron last game, he gave you 38 points. So this game, somebody like when LeBron goes to the bench, Luka and these guys got to really give him something, because LeBron, he's giving you a lot. So when Luka, and I'm listening to Richard Jefferson, I'm like, you acting like LeBron is the best player on this team. You're acting like Luka's not leading the Lakers in every major statistical category these playoffs. Like, yo, what are you talking about right now? You literally acting like LeBron is their best player. Trying to paint some now. Luka's their number 1 player in this playoffs. Go look at his stats, as LeBron fans love to do. Go look at the stats. Luka is clearly their best player. You even saw it tonight. Between him and LeBron, when you watch the game, ask yourself, who is having an easier time scoring and doing what he wants to do on his floor? Who is it? Is it not Luka? Luka is scoring effortlessly. But Richard Jefferson over there, yeah, man, they're going to leave LeBron, going to need some minutes. He's going to have to help him when LeBron ain't there. I'm like, yo, son, enough is enough, B. Like, how much top you going to get this dude? How much? Like, oh my God, man, when they said LeBron James for the block, when he said that, it brought back memories. Some people, it traumatizes them, but it's good memories. LeBron with the block. It's like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? It's like you woke up this morning, put on your suit just to go on TV and twerk it up. When he said the block, it brought back good memories. Whenever I hear the block, oh God, LeBron, oh God, LeBron. It's like, come on with this. Enough is enough. This is why they got to lose. We got to get these dudes out of here. We got to get them out of here. Get them out of the playoffs. Oh, LeBron. Oh, LeBron. When he said LeBron with the block, it brought back good memories. Oh, get him out of here. Get him out of here. It's like, yo, come on. Just a second. Let me read this super chat. I missed a few. Somebody said LeBron is a joke and NBA hates Steph. Mess up LeBron's show. Yeah, I appreciate that. Who's Suzette? Somebody said, yo, like, what y'all think I be looking? You think I'm freaking Boo Boo the Fool? You think I'm Boo Boo the Fool? Oh, man, you've been mentioning Suzette all this time. Why don't you say who he is? Then let me send you a $2 super chat. Why don't you send him who he is? So I'll now say who Suzette is in front of 4,000 people so Suzette can go get free subs. If you want me to tell you who Suzette is, leave a $500 super chat. Then I'll tell you who Suzette is. If you're not gonna leave a $500 super chat, get your twerking ass up out my comment section. What the hell is wrong with you? You gonna have the nerve to send me $2 on top of that. Typical twerking ass LeBron fan. What happened? All the ones that stuck together because all that honey you got in your back pocket. Get your twerking ass up out of here, man. You know you gonna mention who Suzette is? I know who Suzette is. Apparently you do too. Stop asking me to waste time talking about some damn Suzette. Let's get back to Richard Jefferson. When he said block, it brought back so many good memories. Oh, LeBron James, look at him strut out there. Richard Jefferson, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. When they mention LeBron block, it brings back good memories. What are you talking about right now? Wolves fan here. I'm waiting for them to show. Son, I'm waiting to get these Laker fans, these LeBron fans the hell up out of here. Since you mentioned Suzette, I'm gonna tell you what Suzette did. So the Clippers lost last night on a buzzer beater. Suzette gonna go live. Kawhi Leonard chokes as the Clippers lose. So I said, well, time for some payback. Looked like your man choked 2 in the fourth quarter. Just keeping it even, son. Now you know how I feel. You did a live, I did a live too. How you feel? Somebody said, get LA. No, they gotta go, man. They gotta go. We gotta get LeBron and JJ reckon these dudes gotta get eliminated. We gotta get them out of here. Get them out of here. They gotta go. Richard Jefferson talking about what's LeBron, what they gonna give what did LeBron give Luka in that fourth quarter? What did he give Luka in the fourth quarter? If I'm Luka Doncic and it's the off season, I'm gonna go to management and say, so y'all want me to stay? Who am I going to be playing with in the next 3 to 4 years? Is it going to be LeBron James or what? Because I'm confused. You guys want me to stay on this franchise to be with a 45-year-old man playing basketball? Nah, y'all got to do better than that. Just a second, y'all. We got some twerkers in the comments. I'm trying to get a hold of him, but he got so much honey on that he keeps slipping out of my hand. Okay, I got him. They rub a lot of honey all over their body, so when you try to grab him, they be slipping, but I finally got his ass. I got him the hell up out of here. He's gone, but they'll be back. You can't stop these twerking ass. You can't stop them. They're going to go sign up with another account or send somebody else to do it. I don't know. Somebody said Lakers in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't go. Somebody said, man, hold on, King James. Twerkers and bro, son, they aggressive with it. So let's talk about it. If the Lakers lose, did they make the right decision to fire Darvin Ham and replace him with JJ Redick if they lose? Let's ask the question. Did they make the right decision to fire Darvin Ham and keep JJ? Yo, what in the world is going on with all these twerking ass comments? Hold on. Jesus Lord. What? Seriously. JJ over there throwing tantrums, cursing. JJ, you know, in some places they call that eye service. You know what eye service is? Eye service is when you're at your job and your boss or your manager is not around and you up there doing everything but your work. Then the moment the manager walks through the door, all of a sudden you're moving around, moving things, you're doing this. Oh man, yeah, get on the call. Okay, what did you say? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, he said that. Okay, I'll be there. You saw everybody starts moving around, acting like they were doing. That's JJ Redick. JJ Redick feels that if I'm walking up and down the sidelines, hollering, screaming timeouts, cursing, doing this, hollering, cussing, and all of that stuff, like that's gonna cause people to not realize that we about to lose this series in 5 games. That's gonna make people realize that, like, yo, I've only been able to win one game in these playoffs so far. He thinks people don't realize that. It's like, yo, son, we looking right at you. Maybe LeBron next time should do a podcast with somebody a little bit smarter than JJ. I don't know. You tell me. Oops, did I say that? Maybe he need to replace Steve Nash with Darvin Ham. You know, somebody that got him a little bit further in the playoffs. Maybe we need to be listening to Darvin Ham instead of JJ Redick. I don't know. I don't know. Did I say that out loud? I guess I did. I don't know. Because clearly this dude don't know what he doing. Clearly this dude don't know what he doing. So maybe you need to go get Darvin Ham. I don't know. Hold on one second, man. I can't deal with all these spamming ass. Let me see. Somebody said JJ Redick is a clown. Somebody says Steve Nash the next coach. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me read the super chat. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'm ready for that LeBron retirement party only because they'll give LeBron all the credit and Luka would be. Yo, let me tell you what's going to happen. Appreciate the super chat. Do you know what's going to happen when LeBron James retires? Do you really know? Let me tell you what's going to happen. LeBron is going to retire, and I guarantee you that Laker fans are going to say, LeBron fans are going to say, LeBron James should get a statue in front of Staples Center. I guarantee you, when LeBron retires, Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson, all of these dudes are going to come out. Man, yeah, LeBron James, he should definitely get a statue. He should definitely get a statue. I mean, if you think about everything that he's done, he should definitely get a statue. Yeah, LeBron James, he should definitely. That's what they're going to say. They're going to say LeBron James should get a statue. They're also going to say let me ask y'all, is LeBron James a Lakers great? Is he a Laker great? I'm trying to think. Is he a Laker great? Is he an all-time great Laker? I'm trying to think. Because as far as I know, what has LeBron done? What has been his impact on the Lakers? Let's think about it. They won a playoff. They won a championship in a bubble in 2020 where the fans couldn't even have a parade. That was the first one. Then they lost some more in the first round. Then they got what's his name? JJ Redick. Then they signed Bronny. Then he scored his 40,000th point in the Lakers jersey. So in his 7-8 year tenure, as far as being a Laker, what we can point to is, just a second. What's a second? As far as we can point to is, LeBron's legacy has been one bubble ring, JJ Redick, Bronny James, Luka Doncic, who he was part of that trade, and what? And scoring 40,000. Now, out of all of that, which one of those is impactful to the Laker fan base? All I can think of is that 2020 championship ring. Apart from that, what else benefit the Lakers fan base? JJ Redick signing, did that benefit the Lakers fan base? Bronny James signing, did that benefit the Lakers fan base? So what has been the impact since he's been there? Except a bunch of drama, a bunch of trades, a bunch of fired coaches, and a whole bunch of foolishness. Next LeBlock podcast will be with another JJ Barre. Oh, my Lord, man. Hello from Bern, Switzerland. Oh, my God. Appreciate the super chat. JJ coaching like he playing 2K with fatigue. Oh. Nah, for real. What will be LeBron's legacy? Because is LeBron a great player? Yes. But Pau Gasol did more for the Lakers franchise than LeBron did. I'm not saying Pau Gasol is a better player, but he did more for the Lakers franchise and fan base than LeBron did. That's a fact. They went to 3 championship. The moment Pau Gasol got on the Lakers, they went to 3 straight championships. The moment he landed in LA, they went to 3 straight championships. He was that much of a difference maker. Quite literally. He won 2 championships with the Lakers and went to 3 finals. And he's a hell of an ambassador for the Lakers. So I don't know how you can be a Laker great with just 1 championship. How do you do that? How do you do that? I mean, when I think of Lakers history, Pau Gasol contributed more than LeBron James. That's a fact. That's a fact. In fact, we did an article yesterday from The Athletic. Let me see if I can find it. Because some of y'all think that, oh, LeBron is there now, LA is there. Let me see if I can find an article. Okay, this is the article here. It says, I want to read it from y'all. It's an excerpt from The Athletic of a poll that they took. Let me read it for y'all. It says, let me see. Why is it not coming up? Just a second. Let me see. Oh, man. Let me see. Okay, expand the article. It says, at the top of it, it says, posted. Then it says, beyond that, it says, beyond LeBron's individual perception, this is the article. The poll also revealed a slight drop in the reputation of the Los Angeles Lakers organization. Once seen as the top destination in the NBA, the Lakers were voted, listen to this, the 6th best franchise. The Lakers were voted the 6th best franchise. You know by who? Not by me, not by you, by NBA players. Trailing the Warriors, the Thunder, the Celtics, the Clippers, and the Heat. It appears the glamour of Hollywood isn't as magnetic as it used to be. And how could it be magnetic when you got at the center of it somebody that whenever things go wrong is going to ensure that everybody gets blamed to the high heavens? Who wants to go to the Lakers when you know that whenever things go wrong, they're going to blame him? Even Luka Doncic, in certain stretches, they try to blame him too. Oh, you know, Luka has to step up. Luka's out of shape. Luka needs to do this. Luka needs to do that. And I'm sitting there looking at these people like, wasn't this the Luka that was just in the finals? Luka ain't got to do nothing. What Luka got to prove? Luka just came from the finals. Where did you come from last year? The first round. So if Luka was a lesser star, they'll be blaming him right now. If Luka Doncic was a lesser star, they would be blaming. Who wants to be a part of that? Who wants to be a part of that? You think that other NBA players don't look at the Lakers like, yo, this is a super bozo show after they drafted Bronny? You don't know DeMarcus Cousins said it just shows that the Lakers are not serious? You didn't see what Jaylen Brown said? You think they don't know that? A team that's concentrated on winning championships drafted Bronny? What are we talking about? How do you say you want to win championships, but you draft Bronny James? I'm lost. I'm lost. Unless you think he has the same upside of a Gary Payton Jr. So they don't even want to go there no more. And there's a possibility, I think LeBron's contract expires this offseason. LeBron could possibly leave too, and then Luka could leave. So, folks, this was my full reaction. I loved every second of it. Let's root for the Wolves to finish these MFers off. When next do they play? When next are they playing? Everybody should be rooting for the Wolves for the next game. They're going to be playing when? Let me see. They're going to be playing on... they play, I think, on Wednesday. They playing on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday. No, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. One of those days. I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. Anyway, whatever game it is, let's hope the Wolves send these mother effers packing. I hope they blow them off the court. I hope they blow them off the floor. Just maul them off the court. I hope they destroy them. And that'll be the end of it. That will be the end of it. We ain't got to hear nothing else. And then we can get back to basketball and let's see who else is going to win the championship. It could be the Clipper, it could be whoever. But as long as it's not these dudes, let's get them the hell up out of here. Shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I hope they destroy them in game. What is it? Game. Now, what game is that? What's the series? They're what, 3-1 now? What, game 5, right? Yo, can you imagine if the Lakers lost in 5 games? Can you imagine if the Lakers lost in 5 games? Can you imagine that? If I'm Luka Doncic, I'm saying to myself, yo, hold up. I just came from the Dallas Mavericks. I was on that team. My sidekick was Kyrie Irving, and we went to the finals. I come to the Lakers, and my sidekick is LeBron James, and we can't get out the first round? What? Scooby? What? Like, how are we supposed to process that? Luka goes to the finals with Kyrie, but then he gets knocked out in round 1 with LeBron? How'd that work? How'd that work? I rest my case. Thank you guys for being a part of this roast. Let's all pray they lose on Wednesday, and we going to have a damn party in here. Trust me. We going to have a party if they lose. Let's hope for that. Catch y'all later. I'm out. Have a good night, y'all.